Hi, good morning, SP Construction and Remodeling. I'm sorry if I got your name wrong, but I forgot to ask your name. Yeah, SP Construction and Remodeling. Once again, thank you for replying to my message. And like I said, I'm going to be showing you how many people are looking for your services. If you are tired of posting on social media trying to get clients, this might be the best good alternative that you should really know. Okay, so if I go to Google and type, I know you're in Rosenberg, Texas, but I was doing some research and there's not too much volume in that area. So the next best thing might be not state-wise, but the closest city, which is going to be, I think, Houston, not Austin. Austin's like a couple hours from where you are. Anyway, so if I go to Google and type concrete contractor in Texas, the first thing you're going to see here is the map section. Okay, not really sure why it's not showing the Google ads, but don't worry about it. So the map section is the first thing you're going to see here. If you have a Google business profile, you can definitely be here. You need to have optimized content, images, and of course reviews. If you get reviews, you need to reply to the reviews, hands down, because that's one of the things that Google loves to see. Okay, that interaction between service provider and consumer. Okay, then we have the organic results. And number one, we have this Texas A&M Concrete LLC. Then we have this Fraser Concrete. Number two, number three, FX Concrete LLC. So just a really cool fact, not cool fact, but an interesting fact is that almost 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top three here in the map section and the top three here on the organic results. That means that less than 30% will actually be scrolling all the way down and even going to the second or third page. Okay. So all the traffic will be concentrating here. Now, let's see why these guys are ranking number one. And I'll be showing you a few tips. Now, websites. Don't get me wrong, anybody can have a website from as little as $0 a month to thousands of dollars a year. It all depends. But anybody can have a website. But what most developers tend to underestimate or ignore is that if you want to be showing up on Google, like these guys are, you need to have relevant content. When I say content, I'm talking about all this text, all this content in text form that we see here. Why is this important? Because when you add this, you definitely need to add keywords. For example, concrete Texas, right? They have that in their branding name. And you need to surround the keyword with relevant content because once you publish your website, Google is going to read the whole thing. And if they don't see, for example, they don't have content, they're probably getting the content from the blog, but that's good. That's another option. But again, if Google doesn't understand what you have in your website, you're not going to be ranking. And it's not that it will be ideal that they have an actual human being reading and going through that, but because they have multiple websites, thousands of websites published every day, they have a software, right? And if your text, your content doesn't meet their criteria, you're not going to be showing up. And the concept of having content applies to all the website. Let's see what these guys have here. Again, not too much. What we do, they have the services here. Really, with all due respect, really crappy, but still they're ranking. Okay. So I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does picks data from a website based on Google criteria. So we can see here these guys are ranking for 94 keywords, and they have around 28 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? This is the second most important thing when it comes to showing up on Google. Backlinks are other sites or other websites that are mentioning your name or your business name, and this will give you the power so you can be climbing positions on Google searches. Think about like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you will stay. Same thing happens here with backlinks. Okay. And they only have 28. This is really low, but it's doing the job. I'm very curious. Let's see what kind of keywords they're being found for really quick. And of course, they're ranking for the branding name. Marcos Chavez, really interesting. Concrete Contractors, Texas. There's 20 searches a month. I mean, there's 20, 20 people searching this every month. And because of ranking number two, they're getting 7 visits. Those 7 visits can be easily translated into potential customers. Okay. So for ranking number 2 in this specific keyword, they get 7 chances to get a client. Let's see what they have here. Concrete companies in Texas, 30 searches a month, and we can do the math, right? Because of ranking number 3, they get another 4. So just between these two, they have 11 chances to get a client every single month. Let's see what else they have here. Austin is too far from me. AM contractors, not really. Concrete contractor, Houston, Texas, another 20 searches a month. And because they're not even on the first page, they get 1 visit. But we do the math, right? Let's go to Google again and type concrete contractor, Houston, Texas, because I think this is the closest location, the closest, most important location from where you are, or you are serving, you're providing your services, right? Same thing here. We see the sponsor. Now, what is the sponsor? This is Google Ads. Okay, sponsored by Google. I'm sorry, Google Guarantee, which is the same thing. The only difference that when you go to Google Guarantee, they're gonna verify your business information and all the licenses, insurance, and all kind of stuff, because they want to make sure that you're the real deal. In comparison to Google Ads, you just need your website, verify your identity, and that's pretty much it. Okay, but again, we have the map section. We have Volcano, AB Concrete, Allegiant. Again, you can be there, but I don't see you having a Google business profile, so you're missing a lot of opportunities. But on number 1, we have these guys, HTX Concrete. And number 2, we have Houston Concrete Construction. Number 3, we have Houston Concrete Ready Mix Supply. So let's see why these guys are ranking number 1, right? This is a little more detailed. And yeah, we can see here the difference. If you compare this crappy website with this one, you can see that these guys actually know the value of content. And they're not targeting for that keyword that we saw before, because the volume is really low. And that's why also, when I work with business owners, we try to aim for the the bigger search volume possible. And again, we see here, we have content here, pictures here, content here. It's a really user-friendly website. Okay. If we go and see, let me just hide this. Okay. So if you want to see their numbers, again, we're not seeing that many backlinks, which is good, but they're being found for 152 keywords. Okay, let's see what kind of keywords they're being found for. And here we go. Commercial concrete contractors, Houston, Texas. Oh, that's the other thing. I forgot. I don't know if you do commercial besides residential. But again, it's always good to know. There's 60 searches a month, and because they're ranking number 2, they're getting 20 visits. Okay, those are 20 chances to get clients. Concrete contractor Houston, another variation. There's 300 searches a month. You see, that's a lot, because they're not even on the top 3. They're on the first page, pretty much almost going to the second. They getting another 13 visits. Those are 13 chances of getting clients that are looking for concrete services in Houston or nearby, if you will. And again, we have variations, concrete contractors in Houston, concrete companies in Houston. You can see respectively 90 and 100 searches a month, because they're ranking on the top 6. That makes sense. They're getting 8 and 7, 15 visits again. And we can keep doing the math. You see, these guys really know what they're doing. And that's an example of what we do. Okay. Concrete contractors, Houston, Texas, another 30 searches a month, because they're ranking on the top 4. Again, they're getting traffic, they're getting people that are looking for their services. And that's just for only for concrete. I know you have multiple other services that you provide. It might be a good idea as well to just to have the possibility of, instead of going to social media. But I don't want to take too much of your time. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I really hope you find this information useful. And like I said, if you're tired of posting on social media, if you want to get clients, this might be a really good perspective, another really good option to at least consider, or at least you now know a little bit. And there's people looking for your services. So yeah, there's a lot of demand, if you will. Once again, my name is Alex, and thank you for watching.